everyone. It's been a while since I've been on here. I've had some problems with my arm and my hip and had to go to the doctor and got some appointments to get some things taken care of. But I wanted to come to you this morning because I was going to do a real quick crock pot dinner, and I wanted to show you how quick and easy you could do this. And if you don't like the ingredients I'm using, I'm going to be using sauerkraut today with some pork chops. You don't have to add the sauerkraut. You could add cream of mushroom or soup to that, some kind of cream of soup, and some different things to the pork chops. But this is what I'm going to do this morning. But I got a couple of things I want to tell you first. I've been to camp last week. We had a wonderful camp for the kids in Illinois, and it was called Camp 5. And it was my last year. I wasn't able to do any cooking or anything, but I made the menu and ordered the groceries for the camp, and was there to, if they needed any help with anything as far as giving them any kind of information or what to do if they had any questions. And they done really well, and the kids had a wonderful, wonderful camp. And they also, I wanted to show you what they gave me. I was so thrilled with this. They awarded me this plaque, and they awarded one to my daughter, who was the camp director. And both of us are retiring this year, and but we've had wonderful, wonderful times at these camps and serving these kids. And they are in need, and it warms your heart to do something good for a child that is in need of love and kindness and good food and songs and joyful things. So I just wanted to share this with you. I was so proud to get that. And anyway, what I'm going to do, I wanted to show you what I put in my crock pot before I get started. And I'm sure that all of you know what these are, and I'm sure a lot of you use them. This happens to be a brand that was at my grocery store. It's called Simply Done, and it's a slow cooker liner, and it saves you lots of cleanup time. And these bags go in the crock pot, and they're pretty big, and that keeps everything from sticking. I made ham and beans yesterday, and Chris will come. I've made enough for all of them because I can't cook for one person. I have to make a lot, so I had her come and get the beans, and she just took this liner right out of the pot and brought her pot to put it in and transferred it over, and it was just as simple as that. So this is what I'm doing. I'm lining my crock pot with the liner, and it stays in there. I'm going to turn my crock pot on low, and I'm going to show you the pork chops that I'm getting ready to cook. They're kind of thin. I didn't really want to get ones that were that thin, but I got several of them. So I've got this package and another smaller package. I'm going to take a couple out for my grandson. He wants his cooked a different way. And let me find, I'm going to put potatoes in here with it, but I'm not going to add them right away. I'm going to let the meat cook for a little bit, but I'm going to add potatoes and onions to this. And now, if you want, you can brown your pork chops in the skillet before you put them in. You don't have to. I'm not going to this morning. I'm just going to add them to the crock pot, and I'm going to salt them, and I'm going to put some pepper, We have been under a heat wave for since Monday. This is Thursday, and today is supposed to be the last day for the heat wave warning. It's still going to be hot, but hopefully we'll be able to stand the heat a little better. Okay, I'm going to add some more salt to these. And I'm going to try to talk a little louder because everybody's saying they're having trouble hearing me with the volume. So, okay, I'm going to salt or pepper these after I get them in the crock pot. Oh, and I'm going to have to sneeze. Excuse me. The pepper got right up my nose. I'm going to go ahead and put these in, and then I'll show you what it looks like after I get them in the crock pot. I'm going to turn these over and salt the other side. Some people may not like sauerkraut. We do. We don't eat it often, but it's very good for you because it is fermented, and anything fermented is good for your stomach. Like I said, these pork chops are pretty small, or thin, thin and small. They're not very big either. Okay, so got them salted. I'm going to put one of these in there on top. Then I'm going to leave the other two because I'm going to do something different with those. I'm going to wash my hand off and show you what they look like in the crock pot. Okay. There they are. Now I'm going to add the sauerkraut. Now, these are 2 pounds, these bags, and it says that there's no GMO, it's gluten-free, and it's naturally fermented. And so I'm going to open this bag up and pour this in here over the pork chops. And I'm going to put another bag in, because I've got some of my family that I'm sharing this with Krista too. She loves sauerkraut, and I know Lyric likes it. I'm not sure about Braden. I know Jaden doesn't care for it, and I'm not sure about Ronnie, but that's what we're having for supper, and I'm going to share this with them. Like I said, I'm going to add some potatoes a little bit later after this is cooked for a little bit. This only needs to cook for about 6 to 8 hours on low. Oops, I'm going to add some more pepper to the sauerkraut. And I'm also going to put an onion in there. Now, another thing that you could add is sliced apples. And I may put a few in there a little after this has been cooking for a while. And I'll show you what this looks like whenever it gets finished cooking. But I will peel the potatoes for a little while, and I'll get them in. I possibly might come back and show you them. when I put them in. But this is something that you can do, and it's quick to do. It doesn't heat up your kitchen, because we've had so much heat. That's why I did the ham and beans yesterday, and it just doesn't heat up your kitchen like your oven and stuff does. So it's a good thing to do is crock pot meals when it's hot. Get them on early, and then you don't have to worry about anything till supper time. Most of the time I am going to add the potatoes though. Anyway, I've got the onions on top. And I'll show you what it looks like again. There's the sauerkraut and the onions. And I added all the liquid that was in the bags, which there wasn't a whole lot. So I'm going to let this cook and check the liquid on it later and see if it needs any more liquid. And I'm putting the lid on. And it is almost 8 o'clock. I'm going to check it and see if it's done around 2. If I don't think it is, I'll leave it until 4. But I will put the potatoes in between those 2 times. Okay, it's good to be on here again. I have one other thing to show you. My apron that my grandchildren got me. Mindy, Michael, Lexi, Peyton, and Noah got me this, and I'm so thrilled to have this. And I wanted to thank them, and I wanted to show you. I love it. They're so good to me. All my kids are. I love them all. I love them all dearly. I have a new great-grandbaby. It's a little boy. His name is Grayson. I haven't got to hold him yet, and I hope to soon. So I'll be off for a little while, and I'll be back on maybe when I put the potatoes on or when I take the finished crock pot dish off. Okay, I'm back, and I've got the potatoes peeled and cut up. And we're going to put them into the crock pot, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's been on for about an hour, almost an hour and a half. Okay, here's the potatoes, all cut up in pieces. And I put them in pieces about like this. Okay. My camera is giving me trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to take the lid off. Normally, I don't take my lid off my crock pot until my meal is completely done. But since I'm adding some things, I'm going to add, I'll let you look in here and see what, woo! The camera fell down. And see what it looks like. Well, something's going on here that I'm going to have to get figured out, but I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, there's the food. And I'm going to put dump the potatoes in here. And I'm going to put some seasoning on them. And I also added some of this to the sauerkraut. This is Nature's Seasoning. It's made by Morton's. And I really like it. It's a good, it's for meat, it's for chicken, vegetables, and fish. But I'm going to add it onto and sprinkle it all over the potatoes. And then I'm going to get me a spoon over here and stir that up just a little bit. I'm gonna go work on my stand here and see what in the world is going on that it won't tighten up. Okay. So far, don't think I'm gonna add any liquid. There's plenty in there. Get these potatoes down in there, and maybe add just a tiny bit of salt to them. And put the lid back on. Okay, and that's ready to go. I'm not got any apples or anything ready, and I may not put those in, but anyway, I wanted you to see that I had added the potatoes, and it's been about an hour and a half, so I will check back with you when it gets done. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm back. It looks like everything's done. I'm gonna plate some of this up and see what it looks like. Move some of this vegetable and sauerkraut over. Get me a pork chop out here. Ooh, yum. It looks like it has. I'm gonna put some potatoes over here. Dip of sauerkraut. Oh, yum. How does that look? Oh man, this pork chop is just so tender, it's falling apart. That does look yummy. Anyway, this was an easy meal, and it is 4 o'clock. So we put this on at 8, and I put the potatoes in at 9:30, and 4 o'clock I'm taking it off. Let's see how this tastes. Oh, that's really hot. So tender. Very, very good. Now I know when Carissa gets this home, she's gonna put vinegar on her sauerkraut. Oh man, it's just right for me. I don't need anything on it. That is so good. Take a bite of potato here. Super good. Super, super good. This is a nice little meal. I'm thinking that my light is too bright up there. I don't know if you can see better or not. Anyway, that was a quick fix for a dinner. Didn't take any time to throw it in the crock pot, did it? The what took the longest was peeling the potatoes. So we've got pork chop, sauerkraut, and potatoes. Very good meal. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So Chris will be over after a bit to get hers to take home, and they'll have a good supper for them. I'm going to get off for now. And I hope to be back soon with another video of something I'm making. See you soon.